Just walking down the longest, scariest hall ever. Has anyone ever not died of a messy stabbing death in this hallway? Jesus. Okay, we're back in the hallway. Again, the never-ending, scary hallway, but I brought security with me this time. I brought Haley. Yeah, she's the muscle of this operation. What a lot of people don't know is that this entire hallway has been constructed out of congealed hepatitis. So it makes for a surprisingly sturdy cinder block. So you learn something new every day, right? The more you know.
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. Hepatitis walls, you'll learn something new every day. There's actually a ton of Deadpool updates. Deadpool 2 and the Deadpool animated series. We actually have a premiere date for that, so I'll break down what's going on because the writers also clarified where they're pulling from when they wrote the episodes. So if you're finding me for the first time, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. I'm still trying to think of a Deadpool themed giveaway, so if there's anything specific, because there will be 10 episodes of the Deadpool series, so if there's like a specific Deadpool thing that you think I should use for that giveaway, just let me know in the comments. But as you can see from Ryan Reynolds walking down scary hallways in his Deadpool costume with tiny bodyguards, they're still doing work on the Deadpool 2 movie. He's just on a studio lot, they're just going from set to set, punching up jokes, scenes. Even Josh Brolin said that he's going to be doing work on the movie right up until the last minute. The movie isn't out till May 18th. They won't start their actual press tour till like maybe 4 to 6 weeks before that, so you'll continue to see more behind the scenes stuff like this as they drop new trailers. I'm not expecting a really big new trailer till March Madness though, just because that's like a really big sporting event in the United States. If you don't live in the United States, basketball, pretty big deal. So anytime there's a really big tournament, all the studios dump a bunch of footage. So that also means new Infinity War, maybe some new Ant-Man and the Wasp footage too. There's also some mysterious Infinity War event happening on Good Morning America tomorrow morning, so if they drop new footage for that, of course I'll do a video. But the Deadpool TV series, I was reading through interviews with people who were writing the show, just finding out what they were saying about it, how it was going to feel, what the tone was going to be, where they were pulling from in the comics, and caught that it was actually supposed to premiere during May, which is way earlier than I expected, because animation takes a long time. And if you didn't know, it's FXX, which is going to premiere the series. So think like Archer. The same network that does Archer is going to be doing this animated Deadpool series.
Lana!
What? Danger zone.
But I don't know who the animation studio is, so I can't tell you what the animation is going to look like yet, and that's going to be a pretty big deal. People just want to see what it looks like and find out who the voice cast is. If the movie's coming out May 18th, and if these press outlets that are reporting that the series is going to premiere in May, I'm just assuming that it's going to be like a week or two after the movie drops, and they'll be like, hey, you just saw this giant Deadpool movie with Ryan Reynolds, now watch 10 episodes of this awesome Deadpool series. So of course I'll do videos for all those episodes, just like I would do for Rick and Morty or any of the other animated series that I do on my channel. I've been wanting to do some more animation, but it's just a matter of finding the right series that fits with a lot of the other content that I make. So Deadpool seems like a really solid match. Young Justice Season 3 will be like the next big animated series that I do videos for later this year, but that's not premiering till like the very end of the year. One of the writers gave an interview. She said that they are being more true to the comics than they are to the movies. Like the movies changed quite a bit. You saw that first Deadpool movie, they did his origin story. They changed that quite a bit.
You finally hit fuck it.
Just promise you'll do right by me, so I can do right by someone else.
Of course.
And please don't make the super suit green or animated.
So if you're a big fan of any of the Deadpool comics, then the TV series will be right down your alley. But she says, I don't think we took many cues from the movie or what the general public knows about Deadpool. I think we sort of lean into the comic books. We're like, this is how we interpret this person and this character, this superhero, this anti-hero, and sort of made that apply to the TV that we love in our lives. I think she's mostly talking about the parodies that they do, because for the most part, Marvel has been using Deadpool in the comics as a mouthpiece to make fun of a bunch of other pop culture things. So in the way that Rick and Morty parodies a lot of sci-fi tropes, I think that the Deadpool series will do the same thing for a lot of its own specific genres.
Whoa, Rick, is that the Vindibeacon? We're being called to assemble by the Vindicators!
refuse to answer a literal call to adventure, Morty. Let it go to voicemail.
Rick, the Vindicators only call when the universe itself is at stake. They're the first line of defense against evil. They're the guardians of the unguarded.
They're the writers of their own press releases, Morty. They're a bunch of drama queens that spend an hour talking and 20 minutes jumping around while shit blows up. They're a phase. We did one. It was the big event of that summer. Let it die.
So the writer goes on to say that I love the Deadpool character because he can't die. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I think that he's like God in a way. It's sort of fun to play with a character who can do anything, basically, and really get into the mentality of someone who is bored with life, who doesn't feel any stakes, doesn't feel any danger, and is like, okay, it's just kind of my life, and I do what I do with being someone who exists on a superior platform than everybody else. What would you do if you lived forever, couldn't die? So obviously Deadpool, very different character from Rick and Morty. I would have never connected those two in my head before reading all these writers' comments, but using him is sort of a mouthpiece to parody and send up all these other things that are happening. Sounds like it'll be a lot of fun, but I have a feeling if they are going to premiere the series in May, that means that a teaser will probably drop sometime in the next couple of months. But like I said, animation takes a long time, so it takes a lot longer for them to cut a teaser. And because they're using the movie to help promote the series, it sounds like they're going to wait till after we get a lot more Deadpool 2 promos before we start getting promos for the actual TV series.
Your time's up, you dumb fuck.
Well, that's just lazy writing.
Which I think everybody is fine. Now, like the really big thing that I know everybody wants to know though is who is the voice cast going to be? What are their characters going to be at the start? Is he going to have run of the Marvel universe of characters? Because there's like a whole issue with TV rights, like who has the rights to the X-Men characters on TV versus the movies? Because it's not the same thing as the film universe. So like Fox owns Deadpool, all the X-Men universe characters. Marvel owns pretty much everything else at this point besides Spider-Man, even though Sony has that sharing arrangement with them. The television rights are a completely separate thing. But the thing about animated series is it's a lot easier for them to use pretty much anybody you'd want. Usually the live action series are the ones that have problems using those really big characters. DC is a good example. There's a lot of live action DC television shows. They can't use Batman, Wonder Woman, or Superman. Well, maybe very limited use of Superman, but they've kind of put the kibosh on that. So you look at cartoons like Young Justice, though, and they can use pretty much every single character that you could imagine from the DC toy box. So I'm wondering if it's the same thing for this Deadpool animated series. Because, like, you're not going to see certain characters interact with Ryan Reynolds in the movies. There's just, like, not enough time for something like that. But you do a TV series and you can have him run into all of the mainstream X-Men, run into any of the Avengers characters. So no worries, we'll find out more about that really soon. But like I said, maybe Infinity War footage coming tomorrow morning. And there is a new episode of Wally West on Legends of Tomorrow. So I'll be posting my video for that later tonight. So just look out for that. But click here for that last big Deadpool trailer, and click here for that big Captain America Black Panther Easter egg. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.